As we've been hearing, there are now local law enforcement officers as well as state and federal soldiers in Los Angeles. So if you're following the protests, watching them live, how do you tell them apart? Jonathan Hare from ABC News Verify is here to help us out with that. Hi, Jono. So what are the differences between the various agencies?
So let's start with local law enforcement. And with this kind of thing, it's important to notice the little details on uniforms and things like that that might give away who these agencies might be if you're seeing them on your TV screen. So the two largest organisations are the LAPD, the Police Department, and the Sheriff's Department. So if we look at the LAPD to begin with, when you're looking at one of these officers, you might notice their blue uniform. That is a key giveaway that they're from the police. A less lethal weapon we're seeing there, but on these kind of officers, you'll also see a badge and a body-worn camera in most instances. Then if we look at the Sheriff's Department, in the Californian tradition, we've been told these officers usually wear green pants and a kind of more sandy coloured shirt. Again, you're seeing a badge, you're seeing a body-worn camera, and again, you're seeing a less lethal weapon. Those kind of weapons platforms are the ones that shoot so-called rubber bullets. They don't look like traditional firearms. They have a wider barrel and they look quite different. They're often highlighted in bright colours as well, so that officers can identify quickly what kind of firearm they have in their hands.
Okay, so what about the California National Guard and the Marines?
Yeah, so we're seeing lots of images and videos online of the California National Guard. To tell these particular ones apart, you'll see they're wearing green camouflage, and they're also wearing what you would traditionally associate with military forces. So you've got the fatigues, helmets, flak jackets. You'll see them around military vehicles, those kinds of things. You'll also see them with named shields, batons. They'll have their unit patches on their shoulders. And of course, some of those soldiers are also carrying firearms as well. And that's a point of difference between some of the police forces that are on the ground. And then you have the Marines. So the Marines have been sent to Los Angeles. They were sent from a nearby base. Now, while they have been there, we haven't really seen them out and about. We've been told that they are in the city, but we haven't seen images of them. But there were some images posted by US Northern Command of the kind of kit that they're wearing in the city at the moment. But for a little bit of information about how we would identify one of them, we spoke to Brendan Kearney. He's a retired colonel. He spent more than 3 decades in the Marine Corps. Let's take a listen.
They'll have 3 things on the uniform that make them readily identifiable. Over their right breast, they will have their name. Over their left breast, there will be a scripture that says U.S. Marines. And there will be an eagle, globe, and anchor, somewhat similar to this. If I can bring this up here, and if you see it, is emblazoned on their left breast pocket. And that's how you identify them.
So you should also look for things they're wearing desert-coloured camouflage, slightly different to the National Guard. They'll also be carrying their regular kit, which includes firearms. It's worth noting that with all of these forces, they may be wearing slightly different uniforms if you're looking for them, and there are some other agencies on the ground like Customs and Border Protection.